This is your Solana daily debrief. It's the 5th of June. So, having a look here, Bitcoin's over 70k and ETH is up very, very slightly. BNB's gone up almost 10%. I'm not sure really why, but Solana's up 5%. So here are a few takes. So St. Pump says that basically BNB broke out and BTC broke out. Send it. Next step, send it. Invest Answers points out that Solana versus the world is doing very, very well. I'm seeing a lot of this as well, like Trader Cos, people talking about Sol weakness, yet it's continuing to deliver. And Rain says daily close back below 170, and then he would liquidate his stop loss. So he's thinking it's going up to 200. If it comes down to 170, then he'll basically liquidate and won't be leveraging long. Curb sees that there's a Sol and BNB correlation. So when BNB goes up and it's broken to new all-time highs, which is pretty cool, Sol typically follows BNB. Well, you can see it right here. This is based on previous examples, and it does tend to follow it quite considerably. And Mamba thinks we're going to see Sol at 250 before we see it below 120. There haven't been many people that have said it's going to go down below. The one big one, of course, is Blunts. Now BONK. So there's been a little bit of a correction for BONK, but next up, per Cold-Blooded Chiller, 2024 BONK all-time highs. A candle briefly went up here in March, but we should be up here again soon. You can always take money off the table, and I think that is a smart thing, of course, not financial advice, but having a decent plan. One thing, however, if you sell it all and don't have a moon bag or even have a decent position that you're quite bullish on, then you're not going to get those big gains. So I've covered the BONK guy before, probably my favorite success story, because it was a decent bet and also had perfect timing and also had conviction, as opposed to people that maybe snipe a new meme coin and then pump it up, or they've got like insider trading kind of going on. Those things have less conviction. They're more about luck and manipulation. So turned 16k into 10 million plus on a single BONK trade. This was on Bybit, I think around 6x leverage, and if he just closed his position after a week of longing, he would have barely made 50k. The other thing is, as far as I'm aware, he's left this trade open for a considerable amount of time. Like maybe he's taken some profits in order to pay the funding rates, but as far as I'm aware, this is still just being longed. And that conviction's absolutely crazy. And the one big thing you need to know is patience. Roll Paul is a very experienced macro investor, and he entered from the traditional finance world into crypto kind of maybe 2020, and he just kind of took off. He was very, very excited about Ethereum, then he kind of moved over and he's quite excited about Sol and Ethereum. And he's got this here, it's called an XPAM, Exponential Age Asset Management. And it's all pretty simple, of course. Basically, which assets have been outperforming in the last 14 years. So we could have a look at the annualized return of, high yield bonds and gold commodities and the US NASDAQ 100. And this is why, traditional finance, it doesn't have a huge amount of upside unless you manage to get into something like GME that pumps back in 2021. Bitcoin has obviously done very, very well. Ethereum's done very, very well. And Solana's done, it's younger than everyone else. It's done even better because annualized, it has a higher rate. So of course, being the youngest, it's a little bit cheating, but this is essentially the highest performing asset annualized in all of these right here. Now, what's also interesting to see is that in 2022, everything essentially went down. Of course, Solana went down the most, but everything did basically go down. You can go back to 2018 when there was another kind of mid-correction. Same thing happened, only Solana wasn't there. Today's Wednesday, but there is no JUP Planetary Call. Not exactly sure when the next one will be, but I'll let you know when it is. There's going to be a new format here for June. So Solana Communities, Major JUP and JUP for JUP proposal, product and ecosystem review, and something else. LULO, which is an app that I like and use. This has over $10 million in directed liquidity. This is where you can come and take your USDC, put into Solend, MarginFi, or Camino, and it will direct to wherever it's going to earn the most yield. And this is just lending out your USDC. So it's very, very simple. And basically, the only risk you essentially have is the same risk of those platforms. So some people will earn a lot more, but the thing with RainFi is it's a great tool, but you need to know more, and there's more risk essentially. So if you think you want to go and degen a little bit with your USDC, fine. However, if you have USDC just sitting in your wallet, you may as well just go and deploy it, in my opinion, not financial advice, to LULO. That way it's earning some yield, and then when you need it back, you just pull it out and it comes back to you and then off you go. At present, with current rates, you're probably going to earn around 20% APY. Sometimes it may dip down to 10, but even 10 to 20% is very decent. Solflare Wallet is sponsoring a thread bounty for their biggest trading update. This is with Super Team Earn. Go check it out. It's really, really cool. Go get amongst it. You've got 5 days. The first prize is 500 USDC. And people keep on asking, why am I using Solflare now? Why not Sanctum? I like Sanctum. It's a great wallet. But essentially, I've got a thesis now that Solflare is the better wallet for me and probably the better wallet for the majority of people in Solana. The reason being is they just focus on Solana so they can ship more Solana features faster, and the wallet is itself a little bit faster as well. So I'm kind of getting to the stage where I want to research a lot more, I want to film a lot more, and then I want to be able to jump in and jump out of different dApps and things like that. And I don't want to have to wait for a wallet to load. Basically, I'm finding that Solflare is faster than Sanctum. It's going to save me time. It has better features, and it's only on Solana. I'll do another video going over this, and then I'll do a tutorial on how to, set up your Solflare wallet and how to import a seed phrase, all that sort of stuff for those people that want to actually change across. Now check your wallet. You may have got an airdrop. I don't know the exact airdrop criteria. Potentially it will go to airdrops.link and then people will be able to see. However, Booble says thanks to all of these different communities, but I don't think it's just about holding the NFTs. I think you actually had to do something with it. So Scales is a project which is trying to encourage safety so you don't get rugged. They went and created some sort of meme coin, I think, and it's gone up nicely. May have got it because he did Zeely quests, got into Discord, and he got the NFT and protected role. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is a meme coin, but as a meme coin kind of play, because it's, not linked to degeneracy and stuff like that, I don't think it's going to go incredibly well. Like getting to 100 million market cap, probably going to be difficult. Now, I don't know enough about Scale, so I'm not going to buy any, but just be on the lookout. Maybe you were airdropped. Next news is dBridge. So data clearly shows the majority of inflows have been heading into Solana, totaling $155 million. Ethereum dominated flows last month, and the trend's shifting towards Solana. Sanctum is hiring an intern. Requirements: must be good with memes, must be best reply guy, and this would be Twitter and Reddit communities to help them grow. You can go and apply for it if you want, but essentially the point here is what Slorg says. $140,000 a year to be a meme manager, a little bit more than that, but that's just speaking, volume to its importance. I definitely agree with Slorg. The future will not be like the past. Adapt and lock in. A little bit of an update from Mother. So this has just broken the $100 million market cap. If you looked into it when I mentioned it and bought some, you'd probably be doing well. If not, there'll be other opportunities in the future. I'm still keen to do some meme coin research. It's going to be a decent amount of time that goes into it, so I just need to find when I can do that. But Easy here has a shift in thesis. Focusing on trading sub 100k market caps will often end in rugs. So now looking at 500k to $500,000 market cap. Well, 500k is $500,000. So I think he means 500k to 1 or 2 million market cap. Finding way more success, way less rugs. That could be something you want to adapt to yourself. If you want to have more of a thesis on Mother or what replicates Mother, you can follow this guide here. But literally, it's complex. I'm not an expert in it yet, but I am spending some time to learn it. Just a quick little post about scams. Slorg has created this a little while ago. Just be very, very aware of the airdrop scam, where a fake NFT is sent with a fake link. The announcement scam, when there's suddenly a surprise announcement in Discord, likely meaning that they've been hacked. Or the job offer scam, where someone reaches out and they say, "Oh, you're doing so well. Can you review our game? We'll give you this amount of money." Those scams are examples of social engineering. They happen all the time. They're going to happen more and more, so just be vigilant and just basically block them. If you have Solana Saga, exciting news, ratings and reviews are now live in the dApp store. There's no tweet out on it yet, but Super Team hosts the Solana ecosystem call every week, and the next one is tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC. And finally, you may have noticed these have been dropping into your wallets. If so, they are legitimate. Still waiting to find out what they do. I've asked Portals if they want to do a podcast, but these cool Portals loot boxes have been dropping to people that either maybe hold some BONK or use exchange art or have a DGen ape or anything. And then in order to actually open them, you just go to this link here, theportal.to/lootbox. Finally, if you want to find out about the future for UpRock, you can tune in today, 5:30 p.m. UTC. I'm not the host. I've got too many other things that I'm working on. I was just the host up until token generation event. but I'm personally, as everyone should know, very, very transparent and very, very direct, and I am bullish personally on UpRock. Now the actionables. So UpRock livestream 5:30 as we covered, Solana ecosystem call tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC. You can earn crypto by doing super team earn bounties, such as the Solflare wallet one, DCA Sol on JUP and stake with validator.com, of course, every day. Use dBridge Finance with 100 staked JUP, just in case you missed it yesterday when I mentioned it. But if you have 100 staked JUP in a wallet, you get a 1.1x multiplier. If you go and stake 100 JUP now, as far as I'm aware, you will not get that multiplier because they said they took a snapshot of wallets on the 22nd of May. Also, stake 100 JUP and hold 20 million BONK in a wallet. It says in a wallet, but my preference would be, if you could do it, maybe 5 wallets. And then you could use those wallets for different things, and I think you'd actually end up getting more rewards. You wouldn't get more rewards in terms of active staking rewards from JUP. That's all linear. But when it comes to different dApps rewarding you, I think it would play out. The only extra step would be when there's a vote on, you have to go to 5 different wallets, spend an extra 5 minutes, once or twice a month to vote. Anyway, that's all for today. Catch you in the next video.